Rabbi Marvin Tokaiep served as a United States Air Force chaplain in Japan in the early 1960s. After his return to the United States and engagement to be married, the Rebbe suggested that he return to Japan and serve as its rabbi.
So I wrote to the Rebbe that I had agreed to go to Japan, and I was going there for 2 years and planned to be back after 2 years, and that is all. Okay. At this time, my father dies, suddenly and unexpectedly. In 1 second, he dies. I don't feel very good. My mind is going in 400 different directions. Should I cancel, not cancel, go? I didn't know I was coming or going. So, but if I'm going, I have to say goodbye to the Rebbe. So I'm getting on a plane in a couple weeks. And so I think I made a telephone call. I said I wanted to see the Rebbe. He suggested that I go to Japan. I'm going to Japan. I want to see the Rebbe before I leave. Okay. Get an appointment right away. And I go to see the Rebbe. I come in. I look like a bum, with a jacket torn, unshaven, etc. He said, "You're going to Japan?" "Yes." He said, "It's a great responsibility." I said, "One, I'm not sure that I'm going. I have to deal with my mother. I have to say Kaddish every day. There's no minyan in the shul there every day. I have to create a minyan every day. And to walk in and say, hey, I must have a minyan," I said, it's not the easiest thing to walk in. You don't want to come in too harsh. You have to walk in, step by step. And I said that my mother is pleading not to go. I said, it's not so easy. He said, "You should go. You should go. If you want to take your mother, you can take your mother, but you should, don't back out. You should go." He said, you're the only rabbi there. He said, "Remember, you're not only the rabbi for Japan, you're everybody's rabbi. Don't be the rabbi of the shul, be the community rabbi. Everyone should know that you're their friend. The people who don't go to shul, they should be able to talk to the rabbi also. Don't limit yourself to the synagogue. Limit yourself to the community. You should be open to everybody. And build a good school. Build a good school. If we can help you with a good school, that's very, very important. Try to have a Mishnah class," he said. Try to have, teach, Judaism via text. He liked to use a text, whatever text you like, teach via text. So at least they have the text. Even if they don't like what you say, they'll have the text. Even if they don't, the text is something they came home with. Just give a lecture, goes in one ear, goes out another. But if the text is something they could take home with, he says, try to choose a text. He liked the Mishnah. He mentioned the Mishnah. I asked, "Do you have some advice for a young couple soon to be married, and you're suggesting that they go overseas, that they go to Japan?" So he said, "Study Torah together. And study something that will be good for both of you." I don't know if he used that word, but I remember Mishnah and I remember Chumash and Rashi. Study it together. It'll unite yourselves together. After all, you're all alone there. You're far away, and this is quality time that you spend, the wife with the husband with the wife. And as a matter of fact, we try to do that, and it's a very, very good idea. Would recommend it to everyone. We went for 2 years. They were the best years of our lives. They opened up a whole world. I learned a great deal about myself as a human being, as a Jew, and as an American. And 2 years wasn't enough. They were such wonderful years, such fascinating years. And I was there 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, etc. And what I did not know at the time, and I did not know it for 40 years later, when I met someone whom I knew in Japan, and by coincidence, I asked him, I said, "How did I get to Japan in the first place?" He said, "Because of me." His name was Yossel Genger. So he said he went to the Rebbe and said to the Rebbe, "You have anybody?" And he found you, and he did well, he said. And he never told me till 40 years later.